Good afternoon, Recon here with Techout, and I've been using the Surface Go for a few hours now. I just wanted to give you guys my initial thoughts on this, on the performance, on the speed, that kind of stuff. I haven't loaded it down with a lot of apps just quite yet, but I have installed Google Chrome, TeamViewer, Discord, some stuff like that, just some general stuff that I'll be using on it. Now keep in mind that out of the box this does come with Windows 10 S, so you won't be able to install third-party applications just off the internet like I have here. So what you'll need to do that is head into the settings here and make sure you go to update and security and activation, and then you need to make sure you go to the store and get your free upgrade to Windows 10 Home. So when you install Windows 10 Home, it's not really installing Windows 10 Home, but when you change it to Windows 10 Home, it will allow you to download applications just like you would on a regular Windows desktop or laptop. Now keep in mind, this is powered by an Intel Pentium Gold processor, and this particular model has 4 GB of RAM, so you're not going to be running any kind of processor intensive applications or anything like that. But for general stuff like web browsing and email and documents and that kind of stuff, this tablet performs great. Everything has been working well. The speed is pretty good for a $399 device that is running Windows. Now keep in mind, this is not like an Android tablet. It does have a full desktop OS on it. So for the $399 price tag, you do get quite a good speedy machine here that does pretty good. I've watched some videos on it. Basically what I'm going to be using this for is monitoring my streams, sending and receiving email and checking my email and stuff like that in places where I don't want to use my laptop, because when I'm at my desk streaming from my desktop, I don't like to have to look over to the side to my laptop with this, and the stand, I can just prop this up in front of me and I have everything right there. It runs the full desktop OS of Windows 10, so I have Google Chrome and I can do everything on there just like I would my laptop when I'm streaming and stuff like that for monitoring my streams. So far, like I said, everything's been great. I don't remember what the battery was at when I first unboxed it, but I have not plugged this in yet. I've run Windows Update, which had a ton of updates. It's installed all those. I've been using it for a few hours and we're still at 32%. I have bumped this up to best performance and 100% brightness. It was on the medium setting for both of those out of the box, so I did go ahead and bump those up. Everything, like I said, performing great. One of the other cool features is that the stand doesn't have positions that it snaps into, it just freely moves, so you can fully customize this to whatever position you like, whatever suits you best. You can also flip the screen like this, so you can do like a tablet kind of mode. It also has a tablet mode in the OS, which does it kind of like a Windows 8 kind of thing, where you have your tiles and that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. I prefer using it in desktop mode just because it's a little bit easier and you have your desktop applications on there. So I usually just leave it like that and leave tablet mode off and use it as a desktop kind of thing, which is pretty nice. For the ports, we do have the Surface connector, which will fast charge it. We do have USB-C and a headphone jack. Those are all the ports you get. With the USB-C, you can use your adapters with like Ethernet, monitors and stuff like that. Everything works with the USB-C. I did try the Pioneer adapter that I reviewed, and all that kind of stuff works perfectly fine. Ethernet came up right away on my USB to Ethernet adapter with that USB-C adapter. SD cards, all that kind of stuff will work just fine. So you can use this pretty much as a full-on PC. You just won't be able to run your CPU intensive applications. You won't be able to do any video editing or anything like that on this. Between the two, the 4 GB and the 8 GB RAM model, the 8 GB model has 128 GB of storage, and that is SSD based storage using the PCIe bus. This one is 64 GB of eMMC storage, so it is a little bit slower on the read and write speeds than what you would get if you bumped up to the 128 GB, 8 GB of RAM model for $549. You also do have the ability to plug in your keyboard, use your mouse, that kind of stuff with this as well. You can use your type cover. Those retail for $100 or $130, whether you get the regular type cover or the Alcantara type cover. And then you also have the Windows Ink support, so you can use your pen. This has been Colin with Techout. If you guys have any questions about the Microsoft Surface Go, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I will answer them as soon as possible. And as always, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a great day.